I'm very ignorant in the rural development. I found that I was solutions for the all rural and poor people. But when I'm using PRA, I came to understand that I am problems and then people are solutions.
We find that PRA particularly recognizes the role of the local people. And these local people have a lot to do with their own situation. So once their role is recognized, they have been able to do a marvelous job. And they have also felt very happy to be recognized. And the power has been turned back to them. And they needed it. We have always been usurping their power in the past by extracting information and not even feeding it back to them. This time around, they are analyzing their own situation.
భూముల గురించి అర్థమైంది, ఈ ఊళ్ళ బీదల గురించి అర్థమైంది, పిల్లల స్కూల్ గురించి, నీళ్ళ గురించి, ఈ 4-5 రకాలు అర్థమైంది అన్నమాట.
One can use PRA, I believe strongly, one can use PRA to bring about a shift for people to acknowledge and recognize that everybody has knowledge, and therefore it's important to listen to what the other person has to say and to dialogue with that person.
PRA for me, I mean, it's like a approach, or in fact rather a philosophy, which is facilitating us and or helping us to govern our attitude and behavior in the light of the principles which our religion, Islam, is telling us. I mean, for example, equity, for example, mutual respect.
అందరు ముంగట అయిన సంగతి ఉంటుంది, అందుకోసానికే జగడం కాదు. ఒక్క నక్ష తీసుకుపోయారంటే 2-3 చదివిన వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, 10 మంది ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళకే అర్థమవుతుంది. చిన్నలు పెద్దలు అక్కడిది ఏం పని ఉండదు, వాళ్ళకు కూడా అర్థం కాదు. ఇట్లయితే అందరికి, చిన్నలకు పెద్దలకు అందరికి తెలుస్తుంది. మంది ఎక్కువ కూర్చుంటారు, అందరు ముంగట జరిగినట్లు అవుతుంది ఈ పని. దానికి జర లొల్లి తక్కువ అవుతుంది, జగడం కాదన్నమాట. అప్పుడు ఈయన తసివి అయిపోతుంది, వెంటనే తసివి అయిపోతుంది.
I tend to see PRA not only as an appraisal, but as a whole process, a set of methodologies and approaches and behavior, attitudes, everything in there that is a circle. It is not only for appraisal, but for implementation, for planning, for evaluating and monitoring.
Liberating, I think that's the word I would use. It's been very, very exciting and very good fun, and it's made possible relating with other people in a different way.
Participatory Rural Appraisal, or PRA, is a family of approaches and methods that enable rural people to share, enhance, and analyze their knowledge of life and conditions, to plan and act. PRA is used by development activists, managers, and government agencies for a variety of purposes. Here, a grassroots development agency is trying to find out what are the medicinal plant resources available in the community. This PRA is done as part of an international development cooperation program. Gender roles in irrigation are being discussed with women by sketching daily activity profiles. In this exercise, an international agricultural research institute is using PRA to evaluate new pigeon pea varieties with a community of women farmers.
తొగర పంట ఎట్లుంటదంటే భూమిలో బలం ఉంటే జర పాటి గిడిస్తే రెబ్బ కట్టి బాగా పంట అవుతుంది. ఇక బలం లేని దాంట్లో ఇతనం ఎక్కనే వాడుతుంది.
A large NGO is using PRA here to understand how women rank various forestry species and their readiness to jointly manage the forest with the government. This wealth ranking is an attempt to target poor households in the village as the recipients of food rations in an alternative public distribution system. This PRA involves staff of a national park administration, an international conservation agency, and a group of NGOs. Participatory dialogues are focusing on ways of solving a 15-year-old conflict between the national park and local communities.
और बाकी 8 महीना मवेशी के लिए खुली होनी चाहिए। और क्या कह रहे हैं भाईयत कह रहे हैं ना,
हमारे लिए वैसे बहुत बढ़िया चीज है ये कि मतलब हमारे इतने भाग हैं जो हमारे लिए ऐसी बर्ड सेंचुरी मिली जो हमने इसकी रक्षा भी करनी चाहिए।
परेशानी क्यों ना भैया, जा की लाठी बाकी भैंस, करेक्टली बापू तो 12 मास कोई परेशानी नहीं है और कमजोर आदमी के लिए तो हमेशा परेशानी है और होगी।
Joint protected area management agreements are being worked out and negotiated by different stakeholders. Behind these diverse PRA efforts, the declared goal is people's empowerment. At the center of all PRA efforts should be people, their local institutions and communities. When needed, external research, extension and development must support local communities in an enabling fashion. Locally appropriate technologies can be developed and used by local communities when outside institutions interact with them on an equal basis. This bottom-up approach to sustainable development can then only spread widely when the larger policy environment is also enabling. Let us look a bit closely at the role of external agencies in this process.
I think the goal for the development is